Hey, 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 hey. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Tax Talk Tuesday. Let me know how y'all doing. Come on in to the broadcast today. Come on in. Come on in. I got a whole laundry list of stuff to talk about so I can update my people out there. Welcome, welcome. Share the broadcast when you come in. Share the broadcast and say hello when you come in. How's everybody doing? I hope y'all doing well on this Tuesday night. All right, all right, all right. I'm going to find my broadcast. While I'm doing that, please share the broadcast. Let everybody know that Martine is live. Martine is live today, tonight. All right, there I am. Let me make sure. Okay, I'm coming through okay. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me. What's going on? I'm going to see if I can, I don't know. I want to launch Instagram, but StreamYard doesn't send my comments through Facebook, so I don't have a third device. I could set up a third device and see my comments, but that's okay. I'll keep going. How's everybody doing? Say hello when you come in. Share the broadcast. Share the broadcast tonight. We're going to be talking about how IRS is getting meaner. Boy, y'all don't want to play with the IRS. Well, they getting some reinforcements, okay? Why does it look like, okay, I was paused for a minute. All right, I'm back. All right, welcome everybody to Tax Talk Tuesday. Tax Talk Tuesday, your girl is back. Welcome. For those that are new to my broadcast, my name is Martine Forte, the owner of Advanced Tax Solutions, your tax professional out here in these internet streets. Coming to you live, giving you updates, information, tips, right? To make sure that we don't leave no money on the table. I am a 20-year tax professional. I'm also an entrepreneur, business owner, landlord. I work with small business owners. I'm also a business coach. I work with small business owners. Hey, Tiffany, she says, hey, Queen. Thank you for the green hearts. I work with tax professionals, or I work with them too. I work with bosses out there, nonprofit leaders, authors, speakers, artists. I work with network marketers to help them reach their goals in their business by meeting more people so they can make more money in their business. Hey. I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. Share the broadcast because I'm going to be dropping a lot of information. I wasn't here. I didn't go live last week because it's crazy in this tax office. It is crazy as we're winding down the tax season. We've got a few more weeks. May 17th is the tax deadline. So I want to make sure that those of you that are still trying to get it together, especially my small business owners, entrepreneurs, you have Schedule C's, profit and losses to put together, profit and loss schedules to put together, and you're trying to put all your expenses, add them all up, put them in proper categories, and get your income together. You making money over here. You're trying to, combine it all together and get one good total. I know that's a lot of work. Hey, Tamiko. She says, hey, boss lady. How you doing, Queen? I haven't talked to you in a while. What's going on? How you doing? How you living? All right, y'all. I'm living my finest. I'm coming back, from Orlando. Some of you that follow me on social media know that I went out of town real quick. It was much needed. And I went for an event too, which I'm going to talk about that on Friday for Side Hustle Night School. I want to talk about what I experienced in Orlando at the event. Tamiko says, bless. All right now, Tamiko. She is blessed. Praise God. All right. So anyway, so IRS, well, I was talking about the deadlines. I got a laundry list of stuff, y'all. So I'm gonna try to get through this in the next 30 minutes. So the deadline is May 17th. Okay, May 17th. So for those of you that still have not filed your taxes, please make sure that you file your taxes. Don't run away from it. Don't turn a blind eye to it, because the IRS is not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere, okay? You might as well just face the facts. I've had a couple clients come in here within the last week or so, and they ignored IRS notices, letters. That's one thing you do not want to do, is ignore a letter from IRS. Those are three people I don't mess with: the I, the R, and the S. Y'all remember that joke? I can't remember who told it, but yeah, please don't do that, because it doesn't go away. And in fact, it just gets worse, because more times than not, they're probably telling you that you owe. They've reconfigured your taxes. Something went wrong when you filed originally, and they've refigured your taxes. That's what they do. And then they send you a bill. And then during all that time, they're charging you interest. So don't ignore a tax bill. Hey, Saji Johnson, how you doing, Queen? Good to see you. So share the broadcast out, everybody. So May 17th is the last day to file your taxes. Hey, Ariwa Cosmetic. She's in the house too. She says, hi, Queen. How you doing? All of y'all out here. All right, y'all rolling in. Okay. So quickly, if you are unable to file your taxes by May 17th, we have what? 4 more weeks? 3? I don't have a calendar in front of me. Let's see. Today is the 27th of April. And so May 17th is the tax filing deadline. If you need to file an extension, if you think that you're unable to get this done, let's see, we got 1, 2, let me go to May. 1, 2, 3 weeks. All right, if you're unable to get your taxes filed by May 17th, remember IRS extended the tax filing deadline because of everything that's going on with COVID. Remember, the original tax deadline was April 15th. So now they're giving us another month. If you're unable to file, you must file an extension, or you should file an extension. It's going to give you an extra 6 months. You don't have to take the whole 6 months to file your taxes, but IRS is giving you an extra 6 months to file. So that would be October 15th of this year, 2021. And you must file a form 4868. Write that down. 4868. Okay, if you need to file an extension. Now, just because you file an extension doesn't mean that you're free from paying. If you owe taxes, because remember, in that form, when you're filing an extension, you have to provide an estimated taxes. So you have to almost figure out your taxes, because they want to know if you owe, how much you owe. Okay, so you kind of have to do an estimate. It's almost like preparing taxes. You might as well just go on and do it. If that's what they want you to do, might as well just go on and file your taxes. Good Lord, I got to give y'all estimated taxes. I might as well just go on and prepare. But anyway, give them a rough estimate of how much you think you might owe. Put that on that form, 4868. Okay, now just because you're getting an extension, an extra 6 months, up to 6 months, doesn't mean that you're in the clear as far as paying. They're going to go back and charge you interest from the deadline, the original deadline, which in this year is May 17th. Okay, so don't think you're getting away with paying, later when you should have been paying on time, because they're going to go back and make that retroactive. Okay, now you get time to file, but you don't get time to pay. So they're going to tack on that interest from after May 17th. Okay, now what I would suggest that you do, if you do owe, when you figure out this estimated, and maybe say you owe $2,000, pay what you can at that point on time, May 17th. Write them a check. Okay, pay what you can. If it's $500, if it's $100, anything, because that's going to get subtracted from your tax bill. which means that you'll owe less and the interest will be less because they're only charging you interest on the balance of your tax bill, your tax liability. Does that make sense, everybody? So pay what you can. Just because you're filing an extension doesn't mean that you get extended time to pay. Pay what you can by the deadline and work out the rest. Make payment arrangements. Okay? A lot of people may not know that, but you can make payment arrangements with the IRS. Don't ignore it because it is not going away. There's plenty of people that make payment arrangements. You call them up once they've gotten your return and they process it and they kind of know the situation. Say, call them up and say, hey, I want to make payment arrangements. What can we do? This is what I can pay, $50 a month, $100 a month, whatever it is. But you need to conversate with them. Don't ignore them. A lot of people are afraid of IRS, but if you just talk to them, they're not like, you know, gonna come knocking on your door unless you're doing something like really, really bad. You know, Wesley Snipes. But I mean, if you just communicate with them, and that's, you know, that's like anything, like a creditor, you can work it out as long as you just communicate. Ariwa says, I don't like that part paying. Well, you know what? You out there making that good money, you know, we got to pay taxes on that money that we make. It is what it is. That's the life here in America. America. All right. So let me know if y'all have questions about that filing an extension. As we roll into these last 3 weeks of the tax season, a lot of people may come to the point where they just can't get it all together. Maybe you're still waiting on some forms. Maybe you had an employer earlier in the year and you stopped working for them. Maybe you only worked with them for 1 or 2 months. Maybe the employer closed down and now you're trying to find them. And it's just, I've heard it all, people. I've heard it all, good people. And so it's like looking for a needle in a haystack when you're trying to find businesses that have shut their doors, closed down, gone away. And a lot of that has happened in 2020 with the pandemic. So I read what Cosmetic says. I know, right? Yes, we don't want to pay that money, but we have to. But we have to. All right. Okay, so I talked about the tax deadline, May 17th. I've talked about filing an extension that gives you till October 15th, 6 months. File the form 4868 to make that happen. Now, I want to talk to those people, and maybe you know some of these people, non-filers, and I've talked about this before, are non-filers, people that are not required to file a tax return because they don't work, or they may be on government assistance like Social Security, disability, those people. IRS is still looking for y'all. IRS is still looking for y'all because of the stimulus. Every United States citizen has the opportunity to receive this stimulus. Everybody qualifies as long as you are a United States citizen, right? So if you know any of these people, I've done a couple of returns a couple weeks ago where all they needed was the stimulus. They didn't have any income, nothing, right? But they did not get the stimulus. So IRS is looking for you. If you're not in the system, you haven't filed taxes for years because you haven't worked, right? Then you need to be making your way into one of these tax offices in the city, wherever you are, and let the taxpayer know, hey, I don't work. I haven't worked for years. I never got the stimulus. I need to file. You have to file a tax return, a 2020 tax return in order to get the stimulus. The first stimulus, the second stimulus. And then the third stimulus will kick in once you file your 2020 tax return, right? Do y'all understand that? Hi, Deborah Benjamin. She says, hi, Martine. How you doing? Long time no see. So let your family members know, you got some family members that don't work. Ask them, hey, have you gotten your stimulus? There was somebody that didn't even know about the this stimulus. I don't know where people be hiding that. I really don't. But it surprised me. They're like, I don't know nothing. Somebody told me and I didn't even know anything about it. I said, okay, well, let me bring you up to speed. All right. If you don't work, you haven't worked for years, of course, you're not going to be an IRS system. So IRS can't, just send you that money because that's normally what they will do if you're in the system. Okay, so you need to file a 2020 tax return for my individuals that do not work. Now, those of you that are on government assistance, Social Security, disability, that's going to be an automatic thing because you're in the system because you're receiving your benefits. Your Social Security check is direct deposit, so you're already in the system. Social Security office and IRS will talk. They will talk to each other and make that happen. You'll get your money. RE Cosmetics says, it's any fourth stimulus coming? I hope so. I hope so. Now, I haven't heard any talks about the fourth stimulus, but you just never know. You just never know. They're still giving out money for small business owners, restaurants. There's more money being, provided. So who knows? They may give the general public more money. We could still use some more money, right? The first stimulus, the second stimulus wasn't enough. The third, we could use some more money. There's people still hurting, still without a job, right? More cities are opening up, so that means more stores are opening back up, restaurants. But it takes a lot, to recover from a shutdown like that. Years and months and months of being closed and still have bills to pay. That's a lot of work to kind of get back on your feet as a business. All right. Let's see here. So for my non-filers, you get the opportunity to get the recovery rebate credit, which is your stimulus. You got to file a tax return, 2020 tax return. And some of you may even qualify for earned income credit. I had someone come in here in the office. They only made like $6,000 for the year, and they didn't think that they should file a tax return. Guess what? She got money coming back. She not only getting the stimulus, the first and second, because she hasn't, worked, but she worked this one little job for a short amount of time. So she gets the stimulus because she's filing a 2020 tax return, the first and the second, because she didn't get any of them. And then the third one will kick in, right? As soon as you file that 2020 tax return, the third stimulus will come. But she also qualified for earned income credit because of low income. So she made just enough to get a little bit of the earned income credit. So you don't know and that's a credit for low income earners to help them out financially because their income is so low. So a lot of you may know about earned income credit, but she wasn't going to come in. But she decided to. Maybe a family member talked to her and said, just ask. You never know. We do, free preparations here. We only charge when we file the return. So if you're unsure, just come in. Just come in and we'll prepare for free. And then, of course, you'll see the refund, hopefully, and then we'll file the return, and that's when we charge you. But, you just never know. She would have left all that money on the table had she not come in. So that's why it's important for you all to follow, either IRS website to let you know who all qualifies for it, keep you up to date on the tax laws. That's why it's good to follow a tax preparer like myself here at Martine at Advanced Tax Solutions to make sure that you are up to date on all the ins and outs of your rights as a taxpayer. As a United States citizen, especially with the pandemic and all of this stimulus money out here for those that qualify. All right. Let's see. Do you owe taxes? I want to talk to those that owe taxes. We're 3 weeks out and we'll be done with the tax season, right? So most of you have already filed your taxes. Okay. So those that owe taxes, I want you to think about this. This is something that I counsel when I'm preparing your taxes, and you consistently owe, and you've been my client for a couple of years, and you consistently owe. what I normally counsel you by is by saying that you need to adjust your withholdings. Okay. Now, if you're constantly owing, that tells you that you're not having enough taxes withheld. Well, good Lord, I don't even want any taxes withheld, but we gotta, pay up, right? But IRS, one thing that people don't realize is that IRS can charge you an underpayment penalty if you consistently owe and you're not adjusting your withholdings. Now, you can do that with your employer in the HR or your compensation and benefits office, whoever does the payroll. You can go in there and say, I need to edit or change my W-4. It's a W-4 form. Just ask them for that. Say, hey, I need to adjust my withholdings. It's done on a W-4, right? And have more money taken out. You can have a percentage or you can have a flat dollar rate. You can put that amount in there if you want an extra $25. You want to just leave everything the same and just put an extra $25 in there or extra $50. It depends on how much you're owing. But a lot of people don't understand that that's the process in order to change that situation so you're not always owing. Now, y'all know who y'all are. Those of you that consistently owe, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, you high income earners, mainly y'all. Okay, the only way you're going to be able to reduce that tax bill is to change your withholdings. Yes, it's good to make great money, but of course we have to pay taxes on that. After they subtract out the exemptions for you and any other family members that's on that return, then they subtract out the standard deduction or your itemizations if that's higher than your standard deduction, and then what's left is your adjusted gross income, your AGI, and that's what you pay taxes on, that money. Okay, so that you don't get charged an underpayment penalty, which means you're not having enough withholdings taken out, adjust your withholdings. Head over to your HR department and tell them that's what you need to do. Okay, let me know if you have any questions about that. I can talk to you more about a strategy you can use to see if we can help you break even, so you don't have to write a big check every year to Uncle Sam. Okay, all right, we're trying to be just kind of head them off at the pass. We're trying to be smarter out here and pay as less taxes as possible. All right, let's see, those of you that are still looking for your refund, you filed your taxes but you haven't gotten your refund yet, you can go to the IRS website, irs.gov. Okay, click on the where's my refund tool. Where's the refund tool, and find out what the status is. I had a lot of people call me. It happens every year. People like, oh, it's been 2 weeks. I still haven't received anything. Have you gone to the IRS website to check? Where's my payment? Where's my refund? Where's my refund tool? Click on that tool and it'll tell you the status. Once it leaves my office, I don't have any control over how long it takes IRS to cut your check. Okay, I've done my job. I've done my job, and now it's in the hands of the IRS. So you can go there. You can also call 1-800-829-1954. I should put it up on the banner. 1-829-1954. Pray they answer the phone. I don't know. Sometimes you're on hold for a very long time. Sometimes you get through. I don't know. But those are your two pathways. I mean, or you could, continue bugging your tax professional if you want to. But anyway, IRS is pulling some tax returns and scrutinizing it a little bit more, verifying ID and things like make sure it's you, because of all the fraud and everything going on, money all over the place, going out everywhere. They're pulling, just randomly pulling people's tax returns and holding it up and screening it a little bit more thoroughly. So those are the people, where their refund is going to take a little bit longer to get to them, because of that. So just be patient. Keep checking the IRS website for the Where's My Refund tool. Click on that tool to get your status, and then just wait patiently. Keep checking your bank account or the mailbox, whichever way that you get your refund. All right. If you can't find your W-2s, maybe you're trying to file a prior year. You know that you can request your tax transcripts from the IRS. Just go to irs.gov, irs.gov, and in the search bar, type in transcripts, and then you'll get the links of how to, the step-by-step of how to request tax transcripts. I've had a lot of people come in, they didn't file their 2019 tax return. They didn't file their 2018 tax return. So we do prior year returns around here. So if we need to do a couple of years plus the current year, that's fine. But you do need to provide us your transcripts. So a lot of times people say, well, I don't know what I did with my W-2s. That's been years ago. Well, you can request your transcripts free of charge from IRS website. Okay? Does that make sense, everybody? All right. A couple of updates about credits. I'll start off with the 2020 premium tax credit. That is the health insurance. Those of you that purchase health insurance, affordable health insurance, Obamacare, affordable health insurance through the marketplace. All right. You will receive a 1095-A, which is a statement that states how much you paid in premiums, how much was paid in your behalf to your health insurance company, so that you can have affordable health care. So when you bring in that form, that 1095-A, to your tax preparer, we have to reconcile that to see if you overpaid or you underpaid. So this update is related to those that did not pay in enough and they have a bill. Okay, they have a bill from this reconciliation process that we do according to what's on your 1095-A. So that premium tax credit, if you owe, now because of COVID and everything, there's been new legislation that is removing that payment. So you're no longer obligated to pay, which is good, because of COVID and everything. A lot of fees, a lot of payments are being waived. Just like the unemployment, the first $10,200, you do not have to pay taxes on that money. So if anyone has that affordable insurance, the 1095-A, you still bring it into your tax preparer, but they're waiving it. We still have to reconcile the statement to see if you overpaid or underpaid. And then if you underpaid, meaning that you should have had more, you should have paid in more on your side from the premium side, then that's going to be waived, okay, due to COVID. So yay you, if that's you. But I want you to know that, so when you're going into your tax preparer's office, you understand already going through the door what's supposed to happen with that particular document, okay? And all of the software programs are updated, so we'll be able to catch it even if you don't say anything, but still bring in all your tax documents and let the tax preparer figure the things out, okay? But it's good to know those things. You guys, I can't tell you how many times I've had people come in and don't know a thing about what's going on in their tax return. And it just kind of bothers me because you're signing your name on the dotted line. So ultimately, you are responsible for whatever is on that tax return. So you need to understand what's on there. Okay? It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know, maybe because I've just been in this for so long, but it's your responsibility to know what's on the tax return. Okay, you need to know what's going on. You need to know the kind of credits. Y'all know when y'all get earned income credit, y'all know about that, but you don't know about other things that's going on in your tax return. So just be a little bit more conscious, as there's so many things going on now with COVID and everything, and as it relates to the tax return, a lot of things are being waived. So just be conscious of what is on the return and what you're signing off on. Does that make sense, everybody? Hey, Charlesy. She says, hey, Martine. Hey, girl. Hey. All right. Let's see. Okay, the other update about a credit that I talked about before, the child tax credit. For those that qualify for the child tax credit, you've gotten it last year or in the past, and you got it this when you filed your 2020 tax returns. You got it. So more likely, unless your income goes sky high, in the next year, this year really, you're probably going to qualify for it again. So guess what? The IRS has gotten a lot of updates in regards to this due to the legislation in regards to the pandemic and the American Rescue Act that Biden signed off back in March. There's going to be an advance payment of the child tax credit for those that qualify for this. You're going to start getting checks in July this year. So we're talking a couple of months from now, right? It's April. So what they're doing is they're trying to put more money. The government's trying to put more money into individuals' pockets, especially those with low income, with children. Okay. You're welcome, Maria Cosmetics. She says, wow, thank you so much for explaining this. You are welcome, Queen. So as it relates to the child tax credit, if you normally get that, you're going to be looking for a check or direct deposit. I'm not sure how they're going to determine how they're going to do that or how they're going to give you the money. But for the next 6 months, which is July through December, you're going to get a monthly check for child tax credit. It used to be $2,000. They even raised it for next year to $3,000. So if you have children that are 6 and older, your child tax credit is $3,500. You're going to be getting, $3,000. You're going to be getting $300 checks every month. Under age 6, it's $3,600. I'm trying to remember the numbers, y'all, because I crunch numbers all day. $3,600. So, and why do the little ones get more money? They just as much work as the older ones. I don't know, but anyway, divide that over 12. You're going to get that monthly payment. So I think it's going to be $350. I do the math in my head correctly. I don't know. For under 6 years old, so 5 and under. So you families are going to get that monthly payment. So we only have 6 months left from July to December. So what about the other 6 months? When you file your taxes for next year, when you file your 2021 taxes next year, you'll get the rest of it when you file the return. So it's kind of like the credit, the child tax credit will be lower because you would have gotten it in advance starting this July in 2021. Aria Cosmetics says, please repeat that. So if you are eligible for child tax credit, I believe that's what you're talking about, right, Ariwa? Okay, so 6 years. Oh, I did put it up. Okay, 6 years older get how much? $3,000. So divide that over 12 months. So you're going to get monthly payments, whatever that comes out to, starting in July for those that qualify for child tax credit. I wish I had some children. So this is for each child. Okay? Y'all going to be in the money. This summer, y'all going to be looking sharp. Y'all going to be traveling to Disneyland and everything. Y'all got some traveling money, some vacation money. Okay, so each child, now depending on their ages, the checks will differ. Okay, 5 and under, they get a little bit more money. So this is for each child for the next 6 months. So, and actually, what'd you say? Ariwa said, I'm getting pregnant tonight. Now, I'm glad you said that. I mean, I'm not glad, you're planning, but I'm glad that you said that because that reminded me. I just heard of an update today because I stay in these circles all the time when it relates to taxes, that they're trying to make this a permanent thing so that you don't have to wait to file your taxes to get this credit. They're trying to make this a permanent payment every month. permanently, right? So if they make this a permanent thing, then when you file your taxes, you won't get the child tax credit because you would have gotten it all along in advance. That's good, right? That's good. Right. Tiffany just said it. That's good. So July is the month that they're saying, that IRS is saying, we're going to be ready. We're going to be ready. Okay. IRS, they got a lot on their place. And I want to go back to what I titled this. IRS is getting meaner. I didn't even finish that. But IRS is saying that they're going to be ready for those payments. They're going to be ready. They even gave an update to somebody over them. They were like, I think it was Congress. Congress was asking them, hey, Mr. IRS, are y'all going to be ready? We gonna gave y'all the money. You have all your staff on board. Y'all got them checks ready to be going out in July, the child tax credit. And Mr. IRS said, yeah, I believe we're going to be ready. So we'll see. We'll see. So y'all be watching out, looking for y'all mailboxes or y'all bank accounts. Again, I don't know how they're going to do it, because some people that was getting the stimulus, the first stimulus direct deposit, got the second one in the mail, and all this craziness. And some people was getting the stimulus on cards. So who knows? IRS is they all over the place, right? But they said they're gonna have it together for y'all July checks and child income, child tax credit people. It ain't me, but oh well, I gotta go make money some other kind of way. Right? All right. So getting back to I titled this IRS is getting meaner. So in that American Rescue package, $28 billion is going to IRS. For what? Who can guess? Why would IRS need all that money? It's because they're trying to catch those that are not filing their taxes. They're trying to catch those that are not paying their tax bill. They're trying to catch scammers. People just, they don't have enough manpower. So they need to hire. And you need money to hire them because you got to pay them. So they got $28 billion coming their way. They getting ready. They gonna train them all. And if IRS got more manpower, that means they could catch more folks that do not file their taxes, that do not pay their tax bill. There's some people that owe, but they haven't gotten a letter from IRS, and who knows? I know they kind of stopped with the letters because of COVID, but once we come out of this, they gonna be back on y'all. So, and those of you that out there scamming, that you done filed, fake tax returns, fake PPP applications, fake EIDL applications, trying to get all this money. You got people filing taxes for you, and you getting a lot of money back, but it's been the tax return was prepared wrong, so you could get a whole lot of money when you really owe. They gonna catch all of y'all because now they got the manpower to do it. And that was the only reason why they couldn't catch half of these people, because they just didn't have the staff. So that's what I mean by IRS is getting tougher. They got the money now, they can hire. So just the FYI for y'all, those of y'all out there scheming and and if you know somebody that's doing all that, they're going to catch up with you. That's why I say just fly right, fly straight and narrow. And you don't have to ever be worried about IRS or looking over your shoulder or anything like that. You can sleep in peace, right? So anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about tonight, other than I want to give shout out to a couple of new registrations that we got in from the Secretary of State of Nebraska. We do over here at Advanced Tax Solutions, LLC and EIN registrations. So shout out to CJF Noalia and Opera Love Artistic Center of Life Foundation. It's a nonprofit. Shout out to Carol Jean-Pierre. She's got her foundation nonprofit registered with the Secretary of State of Nebraska. Congratulations. She is incorporated now. All right. All right. Also, our next one up is CNMJ LLC. This is a for-profit business. She got her LLC together and registered with the Secretary of State of Nebraska. So shout out to Nicole, aka Nikki Stroud, for having her business registered with the Secretary of State. And we also had an amended return. We also do amended returns. Amended LLC. So if you need to change your name, change your address, maybe you need to change your registered agent name and address, we do amended certificates of organization. So shout out to Saji Johnson Events. Saji Johnson at Saji Johnson Events for updating, amending her return. So just to let y'all know, that's what we do. So if you're out there, you're a small business owner and you have not registered your business or your nonprofit, or maybe you want to start a business or a nonprofit and you don't know the first steps, but you know you want to register it, just contact Advanced Tax Solutions. Just hit me up in Messenger and we can help you get started, okay? Let me know if y'all have any more questions. Tiffany says, congratulations. Woo, woo. Yes, congratulations to all those. So I'll be updating you as these come through. The office, Secretary of State, just letting y'all know that that's what we do. And it's a great feeling to have your business or your nonprofit registered. It means that you are official and you are legitimate, and you can go after funding for those nonprofits legitimately because now you're registered. And even as a business, you can receive economic injury disaster loans. You can apply for PPP, all of that. But you have to, they're going to look you up. These organizations, these people giving out money, they're going to look you up and see if you have a legitimate business. They're going to see if you're registered with the state that you run your business in or your nonprofit in. So fly right, ladies and gentlemen. Fly right. Tiffany says, thank you so much, Tiffany Gambo. She says, great class tonight, great info. Thank you, Queen. So that's all I have for y'all tonight. Follow me on Friday. I got some special to talk about on Friday for Side Hustle Night School. As the tax season wind down, I'm going to start bringing back the Side Hustle Night School because that's how I started, out here live streaming and coaching small business owners how to get to the bag. And so I've got something special to talk about, and I'm going to start doing that more regularly because tax season, it takes up a lot of my time, and sometimes, and with me doing Tax Talk Tuesday, I'm kind of worn out by the end of the week. That's why I had to go away to Orlando. Your girl had to rejuvenate. I needed to replenish and get some energy back in me so I could finish out this tax season with a bang. So anyway, my mental needed a break. So follow me on Friday nights for Side Hustle Night School. And then just stay in my stories, y'all, because I give y'all some nuggets, gold nuggets there as well, and just kind of show you, what I'm doing out here. Oh, and also Saturday, I'll be speaking on Saturday. Tiffany and I will be speaking on Saturday. If you're local here in Omaha, Nebraska, and I'll talk about this too on Side Hustle Night School. We'll be speaking. Thank you, Charlesine. She says, great information. Down here on 65th and Ames, we're having a AIM for Ames Street event. So this is all of the businesses on Ames, this stretch of Ames. There's going to be a big celebration that is done every year. So again, I'll talk more about that on Friday for Side Hustle Night School. All right, y'all stay blessed. Keep up with your taxes. Get them done. Don't wait around. Okay? All right, I'll talk to y'all on Friday. Bye-bye. Have a good night.